December 5, 2025. New Delhi becomes the stage for a pivotal summit as Russian President Vladimir Putin arrives to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The city buzzes with anticipation, its streets lined with security and the world's media, as two of the globe's most influential leaders prepare for high-stakes talks that could reshape regional and global dynamics.
The summit's primary goal is to strengthen the special strategic partnership, with a sharp focus on economic collaboration. As Russia faces mounting Western sanctions, it looks eastward, seeking new allies and fresh opportunities. India, with its rapidly growing economy and technological prowess, is a natural partner. The forum buzzes with discussions on trade, investment, and innovation, as both sides explore ways to deepen cooperation in sectors like technology, agriculture, and infrastructure.
For India, this summit is more than a diplomatic event. It's a chance to reaffirm a relationship that has weathered the storms of history. While India's global profile rises and its ties with the West deepen, New Delhi remains committed to its time-tested friendship with Moscow. The leaders draw on decades of trust, mindful of the delicate balance required in today's multipolar world.
Both leaders have set an ambitious target to boost bilateral trade to $100 billion by 2030. This vision extends far beyond traditional sectors like energy and defense. New agreements are being signed in areas such as pharmaceuticals, information technology, and space exploration. The summit marks a turning point as both nations commit to diversifying their economic engagement and fostering innovation-driven growth.
Modi's warm welcome is more than ceremonial. It signals India's intent to secure its interests in energy, defense, and technology, while maintaining strategic autonomy. In a world marked by shifting alliances, India seeks to avoid overdependence on any single bloc, ensuring its voice remains strong and independent on the global stage.
This summit is a declaration that the Russia-India partnership is not just a relic of the Cold War, but a living, evolving relationship. It adapts to new realities, embracing change while honoring the past. The leaders' shared vision is clear: to build a partnership that is resilient, forward-looking, and mutually beneficial.
The world watches closely as these two leaders chart a course through a turbulent global landscape. Their decisions will reverberate far beyond their borders, influencing the balance of power in Asia and beyond.
Their personal rapport, built over years of candid dialogue, promises frank and productive discussions. This spirit of openness sets the stage for breakthroughs on issues ranging from security to climate change. As the summit concludes, the tone is set for a partnership built to endure, one that will shape the future of both nations and the wider world.
Western sanctions after Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine forced Moscow to pivot east, reshaping its economy. The sudden withdrawal of Western companies and the freezing of assets left Russia facing a stark new reality. In response, the Kremlin accelerated efforts to build new alliances and diversify its economic partnerships, especially with countries that were willing to engage despite global tensions. This shift was not just a matter of necessity, but a strategic recalibration of Russia's place in the world economy.
Russia turned to India and China as vital economic partners, with India emerging as a top buyer of discounted Russian oil. This move allowed Russia to keep its energy sector afloat, even as European markets closed their doors. For India, the opportunity to purchase oil at lower prices was a boon for its growing economy, helping to manage inflation and meet rising energy demands. The relationship quickly deepened, with both sides recognizing the mutual benefits of closer economic cooperation.
This energy trade has become the backbone of Russo-Indian economic ties, stabilizing Russia's budget and fueling India's growth. The steady flow of oil has provided Moscow with much-needed revenue, while India's refineries have ramped up production to meet domestic and international demand. Beyond oil, the two countries have begun exploring new areas of collaboration, from coal and fertilizers to technology and defense.
The shift is permanent. Russia's future now depends on deep, resilient partnerships with Asian powers. As trade routes are redrawn and new supply chains established, Moscow is investing heavily in infrastructure to support this eastward orientation. The growing presence of Russian businesses in Asian markets signals a long-term commitment to this new economic direction.
The $100 billion trade target with India by 2030 signals a long-term vision beyond oil, aiming for a new economic ecosystem less reliant on the West. This ambitious goal includes expanding trade in goods and services, investing in joint ventures, and fostering innovation across sectors. Both governments are working to remove barriers, streamline regulations, and encourage private sector collaboration to achieve this target.
Russia seeks to expand into infrastructure, pharmaceuticals, and digital tech, making India a key partner in a multipolar world. Indian companies are exploring opportunities in Russia's vast market, while Russian firms look to tap into India's expertise in information technology and medicine. This diversification is seen as essential for both countries to weather global uncertainties and build a more balanced, resilient economic relationship.
Putin's delegation includes top business leaders, underlining the summit's focus on tangible commercial outcomes. The presence of CEOs from major energy, infrastructure, and technology firms highlights the seriousness of Russia's intent to forge lasting partnerships. These high-level meetings are expected to result in new deals, joint ventures, and expanded cooperation across multiple sectors.
For Moscow, this partnership is proof it cannot be isolated. No matter how severe the sanctions, Russia is finding new ways to connect and thrive. The growing ties with India and other Asian nations are a testament to Moscow's adaptability and determination to remain a key player on the global stage. India is a friend that puts its own interests first. Yet, in this new era, those interests increasingly align with Russia's, creating a partnership that is pragmatic, resilient, and poised to shape the future of Eurasian commerce.
India's surge in Russian oil imports is a pragmatic move to secure affordable energy for its booming economy. As the world's third-largest energy consumer, India faces the constant challenge of meeting the demands of its rapidly growing population and expanding industries. By turning to Russian oil, India not only diversifies its energy sources, but also takes advantage of discounted prices, which is crucial in a volatile global market. This approach allows India to shield itself from sudden price shocks and supply disruptions, ensuring a steady flow of energy to power its cities and industries.
Lower energy costs help control inflation, making everyday essentials more affordable for millions of Indian families. This is especially important in a country where even small increases in fuel prices can ripple through the economy, affecting transportation, food, and manufacturing costs. Supporting industry isn't just about growth. It's about jobs, livelihoods, and the nation's economic stability. For India, this isn't about ideology or taking sides. It's about economic necessity and the well-being of its people.
Russia remains India's top defense supplier, with much of India's arsenal sourced from Moscow. Decades of cooperation have built a strong foundation, making Russian equipment integral to India's military capabilities.
Maintaining this relationship ensures military readiness, giving India access to advanced technology and reliable support for its armed forces. It also supports India's push for self-reliance in defense, as local manufacturing and assembly of Russian-origin systems create jobs and build expertise within the country. Russia's willingness to transfer technology has been a game-changer, allowing India to develop its own capabilities and reduce dependence on foreign suppliers. Co-producing advanced systems aligns perfectly with India's Atmanirbhar Bharat vision, strengthening both national security and the domestic defense industry.
India's strategic autonomy means resisting pressure to pick sides, focusing instead on national interest. In a complex world, India's foreign policy is guided by pragmatism, not external expectations.
The government defends its Russia ties as essential for energy and security, regardless of outside criticism. These partnerships are carefully calibrated to serve India's unique needs and long-term goals.
This summit reaffirms India's right to independent foreign policy choices, demonstrating its commitment to safeguarding national interests above all else.
India will keep engaging Russia to meet its needs, undeterred by global scrutiny. For India, pragmatism and self-interest will always guide its pursuit of energy security and national defense.
A balanced partnership will make both economies more resilient and interdependent. A robust rupee-ruble mechanism is key to bypassing the dollar and insulating trade from sanctions. Indian firms are ready to fill gaps left by Western companies, offering competitive products. For India, greater access to Russia's market could boost manufacturing and agriculture. The summit aims to create frameworks and payment systems for balanced, sustainable trade. The challenge is logistical. Tariffs, shipping, and market unfamiliarity slow progress. Fixing this is a top summit priority. Moscow wants more Indian goods, from pharmaceuticals to textiles. Booming trade has created a lopsided imbalance. India buys Russian oil, but Russia struggles to spend its rupee surplus.
Defense, energy, and civil nuclear cooperation are the summit's core agenda.
Talks go beyond arms sales. Joint R&D, co-production, and tech transfer are on the table.
This supports India's self-reliance and Russia's need for reliable partners.
Energy discussions cover oil, gas, and infrastructure, with both sides seeking long-term stability.
Civil nuclear ties focus on expanding projects like Kudankulam, vital for India's clean energy goals.
Cooperation extends to space, connectivity, and advanced tech, deepening the strategic alliance.
Regional security and Indo-Pacific dynamics are also on the agenda.
The summit's breadth shows this partnership is about long-term convergence, not just transactions. High-level delegations signal intent to move beyond talk and sign real agreements.
Both sides' ministers and business leaders are focused on defense manufacturing, trade, and investment.
New deals may include joint military production, long-term oil supply, and new nuclear reactors.
These agreements are the real substance, practical steps that bind the two nations closer.
Each deal weaves the economies and strategic interests tighter together.
The world will watch these announcements for clues to the partnership's future.
The summit's outcomes will reveal the resilience of Russia-India ties amid global realignments.
India's summit with Putin comes as it negotiates trade with the US, a delicate balancing act.
The US frowns on India's Russia ties but values India as a counterweight to China.
For India, this isn't a dilemma. It's multi-alignment, building coalitions with all major powers.
The summit asserts that India's Russia relationship is non-negotiable, even as it values US ties.
India won't sacrifice old partnerships for new ones. It seeks autonomy, not alignment.
Diplomats must manage these complex ties to maximize India's interests.
India's strategy is to benefit from both sides without being drawn into their rivalry.
The Ukraine war looms over the summit, but India maintains a neutral, independent stance.
India calls for peace, not blame, resisting Western pressure to condemn Russia.
Defense ties and energy needs make alienating Russia impossible for India's security.
India's neutrality keeps channels open with all sides, positioning it as a potential bridge builder.
Modi offers support for peace, but the summit's focus remains bilateral.
India's approach is to avoid entanglement in distant conflicts, prioritizing its own interests.
This doctrine lets India maintain stable ties with key partners, even under international scrutiny.
This summit is a turning point. Its outcomes will shape not just Russia-India ties, but the global order.
By deepening cooperation, both nations champion a multipolar world where power isn't concentrated in one bloc.
India's multi-alignment enhances its global stature and offers a model for others in the global south.
For Russia, a strong India partnership proves it can thrive outside the West's orbit.
The summit's impact will force Washington and Beijing to recalibrate their strategies.
The handshake in New Delhi is more than symbolism. It's a step toward a more complex, multipolar world.
The Russia-India alliance is now a key force shaping the future of international relations.